race, so
Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be broadcasting
I'm
once
not
again for the
100%
Misfitz
sure,
Racing
but
League Michigan International,
it's
or
gonna be a dirt
Michigan
track race. I can tell you that much.
250 at Michigan International Speedway, so we are currently just kind of waiting for everybody to get in.
Late models.
So they're basically just talking about something else right now. I've got the
We're
lead
not
owner
doing
unmuted
customs.
for the for the what's it called? For the national anthem and other pre-race stuff. We have not started
Oh
racing
god.
yet, to my knowledge. Actually, I can pull up
This is so nice. I
the
don't even
league
have to
owner
have
stream here to keep as a guide for
guys.
when to join
I don't
on.
even have to. I don't even have to have my controller near me. This is awesome. It's a wireless headset. Oh, guys. So Fantech is gonna guys. Fantech is gonna be helping us next year with our championship event. They are going to be giving away a Champions Racing Wheel chair.
Okay, so
They're
yeah,
giving away a
we're
$350
just
chair.
trying to get through this. No, we're just waiting for them to
So
get
instead of
everybody
money,
in.
we're going to be giving away a racing chair. The money. Well, after this season, I'm thinking of cutting the payouts because the sponsorship has been kind of rough right now. We have the money for this season, and that's it right now.
Yeah, so tonight's gonna be 125 laps. By the way, if you guys are waiting
Is
for anyone
everybody
else,
here? I'm
everybody's
going to do
in.
roll call real quick. Lions.
Yeah, so they're gonna go do the
Joe.
roll call real quick, but we're gonna be
Breck.
going for 125 laps today,
Prev.
broken down into stages.
Bob.
I have no idea what the stage lengths
Sky.
are gonna be, but I'm
Outlaw.
sure I'll remember it. I'll
Novice.
be able to tell you guys as soon as we get in here.
Blitzkrieg.
Right now, they're just kind of going down through the
God, I'm so not used to that name.
list. So more used to Katsu, but
Kason.
I will still call him
JP.
Katsu, despite his new gamer tag.
Jprev.
Probably quite a few times.
Alright.
Same with me
Let's
calling
go.
Keystone Maverick every once in a while during
So,
the stream.
it's 125 laps tonight.
Yeah, 125 laps, 2 times fuel and
What?
tire.
What are you confused about?
So we're gonna have and currently we have Jprev will be starting on pole position.
Yeah, Katsu's Blitzkrieg now.
So here we go. They're loading in now. I'll go ahead and accept the.
Am I okay? So I'm running
invite.
preset 6 tonight. That's enough for me.
Just reminding them to get me another invite now that they're loading in. So hopefully we can get this one.
Alright, so pace speed will be 75.
Okay, there we
Guys,
go.
Bob, shut up.
I got my invite. And of course,
so
they have to add more music. Come on.
75 miles per hour.
We're
We're going to go round for lap, go on the backstretch like usual. We will do our national anthem, our prayer, and we will have our Grand Marshal tonight, who will be Dprev.
Okay, Dprev.
He's actually going to do it this time. Oh, he's doing it again this week. How's this? Dprev and Jprev.
D and Jprev. Okay. Why do we have two people?
Jprev, you win?
Hey, that is gonna get I'm gonna get confused with it because they're both something Prev.
Fine. You know what?
Both have nines.
You know who we're gonna have do it?
In their car number.
I'm here to race. That's about it.
Fine, I'll do it. 75.
Okay, so pace speed is going to be 75 miles an hour tonight as they are going and collecting the green
Remember,
flag.
damage is on. Do not hit each other. Do not hit each other. Yeah.
Yeah, so don't hit each other, and they are going to be getting their first pace laps the first pace lap completed, and then parking on the backstretch to do pre-race ceremony.
Ah! Come on!
As apparently people can't run pace laps, from what it sounds like.
It's hard to tell when you're side by side.
But yeah, we got J Prev on the pole. Second is gonna be JP Big Dogs. Third is gonna be
It
Lions.
doesn't jump like that.
Fourth
It'll jump.
is gonna be Big.
It'll jump to our
Bob
car.
Goes Heels. The 4 of Wild Redneck.
Why are we
starts
going
fifth.
100? It's 75.
The 8 of Sky Hot Wheels. And there we go. That's how you run themed cars without being the same.
Stop coming up in the line like that. Stay down. Come on, you guys know better. Damage is
Novice.
important on this track.
Novice
Aero is
Squid.
very important on this track.
Novice Squid in that 98. Average Joe will then round out
And Bob.
another row there in that number 3. And we got D Prev starting on the inside of Keystone
We're all
Guy in
laying.
the 13.
Whoa, who?
Then you got Outlawed Beast in that 01.
Who's in third place
and
there?
Blitzkrieg, aka Katsu, in that number 70. Kaysen in the 38 will round out the field. And here we go. They are now getting ready to pull down onto the inside of the track, and we were going to be getting this
Bob, enough.
thing underway.
We're gonna start taking this seriously. He's right.
I thought Chevy was going to be here, but I guess not. But yeah, man, that is a bit of a bright yellow there. Let's see if I can find a less bright car. There we go. And actually, JP's camera actually gives us a pretty good view of the field.
Yeah, you're
I also like
I
that
know
blue
Cass
there.
said. All
I
right,
like that blue.
everybody, shut off your microphones. Hold your brakes. All right, so Mariah Carey will be singing the national anthem tonight. All right, guys.
There we go. National anthem complete.
We're already past the point where we don't have enough time to do our prayer. So we are just going to get right to it. Drivers, are you ready? Let's go rumbling, tumbling in Michigan Motor Speedway. Drivers, start your engines!
It's Michigan International Speedway, but we'll go with it. I'm not going to bother mentioning that because it's such a small thing, but it is technically Michigan International Speedway, not Michigan Motor Speedway, but He probably just got confused. Let me just go and mute his mic now since pre-race is over. And they are apparently out of time to pray. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Not, but okay. I don't make the rules around here, so I guess we'll go with it. Here we go. We got a lot of duplicate paint schemes out here, and some of which even seem to have some of the same sponsors in the same spot. But green flag back underway as J-Prev really gets the jump on that outside line. That inside line really took off as J-Prev will lead the field going into turns 1 and 2, and he will hold the lead coming off 2, but just barely. He's got that number 29 off-access paints car right up behind him, but looks like he decided to go down to the inside to block that run coming from the 4 of Redneck. What is my... Okay, my mic is working. Okay, just wanted to make sure of that. That wasn't like missing that. But yeah, so right now though, we have got, okay, so the stages are 30, 30, and the rest, so 30, 30, and then 65 is the final stage. So once we get past this, the stages, we will be down to only 65 laps to go. Probably a little bit. It might be a little bit different for stage 2 just because it'll only show the green flag laps, but of course the caution laps at the end of the stage are counted as the beginning laps of the next stage. So right now though, we currently are on lap 5 here, going down the back straightaway, riding on board with J-Prev. As we got, the outside poles that are really got shuffled back. I mean, JP Big Dogs is so far back as we got a challenge here for the race lead already. Well, here we go, the 29. He's going to get it, and he is going to take it away at the line. The 29 leads at the line. And now the 9 is going to have to be creative here about how he pulls this one off, whether he's going to loop in behind. But the 51 there checks up and immediately goes backwards right into the nose there of Deep Revan. Oh, 3 cars around. That's the 1 car involved after getting shuffled back. That is why you don't want to get shuffled back. Looks like 39 of Deep Rev and the 8 of Sky Hot Wheels as well also involved. Looks like a little bit of damage there for the 98 as well. Let's see, any other cars around them in the lineup have damage? Looks like somehow the number 13 is clear of damage, which I find remarkable. But yeah, so it looks like those are the cars that have damage. But they are under the first caution of the night here so far. So first caution flag means that we could see that we are going to see a restart here as J-Prev holds on to this top spot here. There we go. Green flag back in the air, and that 9 car, once again, a pretty good start on that inside lane. Not quite as good a start without Lions pushing him. Really didn't get much help at all from that 38 car, but he was still able to get clear going into turns 1 and 2 here. And currently he's basically playing 3 wide blocking as Bob Goes Heels makes it 3 wide up the middle. But I would say that he had made the right choice there by blocking that high side. Lions has a fast car tonight. And with Lions' fast car tonight, he could very well make it a weekend sweep as he won last night's truck race at Pocono. So right now they are trying to battle it out though. The Xfinity cars here. Oh, whoa, we got 1 car way down there on the apron. Looked like the 51 was way low, and they're just shoving. It looks like there was a pink car there that got shoved in the outside wall. Who was that? Oh, that was a 98, a novice that got shoved up there into the outside wall. While it looks like that 70 really having a hard time handling his car here. Yeah, it just looks like the overall the 70 has been having a little bit of struggles trying to control that car, as the 9 has lost that lead once again to that 29. So that 29 does seem to be faster, but now the 9's gonna have to get creative here to try and find a way to get back by that 29, which he did last under the last run. And well, that's one way to get by him. That would definitely be one way to get by him. As the yellow flag comes back out again here, and we'll slow the field back down to the pace. But yeah, that would be one way to get by him. Just wait and let the 29 crash. I mean, that 29, he doesn't actually look like he's got all that much damage on his car, which I find extremely confusing. How the 29 doesn't have much damage on his car, but actually no one who was involved in that wreck looks like they had a whole lot of damage. I mean, don't look like anyone really gained all that much more damage than they had prior to the yellow flag coming out, which I find really weird, that almost no one has more damage. And we have Keystone Guy going to the front in that number 13. Get up there along with Average Joe. I was about to say, he's got that teammate there in the 9 of J-Prep, who qualified on the pole position with the fastest lap. Now running side by side, and man, those cars are hard to tell apart. They're on the same pattern, same color scheme. Everything's the same pretty much, except for the number, which at a close glimpse, they're not too bad. Or when I'm following along with one of them, but as soon as I'm watching on, say, Keystone here, when the number isn't the real focus there, it gets a little bit hard to tell, but there we go. Those two teammates now gonna get, oh no, they're gonna try and battle it out between the two of them. I thought the 3 might just come up in front of the 9 and then work it out. Now it looks like the 3 might try and let the 9 in front of him as he goes down there and absolutely shoves the 8. 8 goes around, as well as the 1 and the 38 piling up to a, I don't know if that was trying to avoid the 8, but the 8 ended up in a single car spin that collected into a 2 or 3 car spin there. By no means of the same. I don't really understand what happened there. But yeah, now they're all going to have another question. What do they do now that we've had 3 yellows already this early in the race? Do we see someone stay out to try and gain track position? Or do we see... It looks like Average Joe actually dropped back quite a bit, so... But I don't think Average Joe is going to pit, because it doesn't appear J-Prev is pitting. And J-Prev and him will be starting on the inside line based on who's pitting and not. Yeah, so right now they got all 3 of those team cars there in a line, led by J-Prev. Second in the line is Average Joe, and then D-Prev is the 3rd in line, and immediately there on that restart, Keystone Guy immediately goes down to that bottom to try and block that run and to try and separate out some of these Napa Auto Parts cars, because as they've got Napa, because yeah, those 3 Napa cars, all teammates there. Oh my, wow, they are trying to pack that 4 wide there on, oh, and Keystone gets the worst of it as he loses control, gets taken into the wall with Lions as well, tags in. But I don't know if that's going to be enough of a wreck to warrant the caution. But yes, the yellow does come out. once again, the yellow flag does come out here in the event. But yeah, man, that was another really quick yellow flag. Now we're going to get to see how those teammates play out on the front row together, probably. Unless, of course, something gets shuffled up in the pits. I believe the Average Joe and J-Prev, yep, they are starting on the front row together. So this will be a tough question of what do they do here to try and work together. As they are starting side by side, it looks like J-Prev is going to try and gain a big enough lead to where the 3 can slide in behind him. Tags the 9 just a little bit, and that checks him up. Allows Novice to that inside. Novice going to try and make it 3 wide for second. Novice clears him, actually going 3 wide for second. But yeah, man, wow, they are spread way wide there on the in the back. Let's see, we got, I think, only 3 wide right now, but man, that JP came really close to that outside wall. And we got another guy tag the wall. Oh, the 1 car smacks that wall. Man, I would not want to be in any of these cars right now. I don't think any of them have a clue what they're really doing or how it looks on the TV. Of course, stuff looks a lot worse on the from the booth than it does down there in these race cars, especially considering some of the camera angles that these guys choose to use. Still don't necessarily understand the hood cam, but I guess it's better than bumper cam. And it's not as restrictive as hood or as cockpit view, though. Cockpit view again for the realisticness. But man, they are packing it way together, and the 4 dropping through the field, 3 wide in behind. They're gonna try and go 3 or maybe even 4 wide here with Average Joe kind of falling back. Let's see, what are they gonna try and do here? 4 wide for just a split second. As they are, no, they're back to 4 wide there. The 01, the 29, the 4, and the 8. All 4 wide there. As J-Prev has been able to hold on to this race lead, and Bob goes heels. You're going to need to get back up onto that racing surface before you get to 1 and 2 here. Or you can try and race down there, but that is not going to work well. You're either going to lose too much speed or you're going to spin out. That is literally your only 2 options when you're down that low. That's one of the curses to running down there to try and pass early. So it looks like D-Prev is out. And the race... Okay, no, that can't be the race leader. That's Katsu's way too... Okay, so Katsu's lost the main draft. Right now, the 9 and the 38 are battling it out for this race lead. I know Katsu can lead races, but I don't think he can pull that far ahead that quickly, so he must, I'm assuming he's fallen through the field. He might have actually come to pit road early to try and just gain a little bit of a fuel advantage, or maybe even take 2 of his, well, he can't really take 2 of his 4 tires unless because he can't take just less. So, but it does seem like he might have gone for a pit strategy, especially while they were battling for positions. But right now, Kaysen, and that number 38, he's gotten to the front of the field. I believe he won a truck race, but I don't know if he's won a National Series race here quite yet. Because, yeah, right now, this is the National Series, of course, for the Misfitz Racing League. Because we aren't in trucks, and they only have trucks in the National Series at the current moment, so. But, man, that 98 looks very shaky there, running 3rd. But here we go, coming to the white flag in the stage. It will be Kaysen taking the white flag in the stage. J-Prev there. So Kaysen from last to first already. That 98 and Novice Squid, though, he's going to try and gain some extra points here. I don't know how badly he needs them, but he certainly is driving like he needs them, so. And he will go. He's going to try and clear. He does not clear, though, and he is going to slide down there. Oh, he actually spins it down the back straightaway, and this could bring out the yellow flag to end the stage. Yeah, but, of course, we are only one lap away from the end of the race. Oh, Keystone spins it. And it looks like, will they even be allowed to race it back to the line? Yes, they will be. The 38 gets it back to the line after that spin there from Keystone. And, man, I cannot imagine what Keystone would be saying right about now. But, man, still got a 10th place finish in the stage, though. Wow. That's more impressive than anything else. Actually, yeah, so D-Prev is officially out the race. As he is overplaying a different game. But no, it doesn't look like... So it looks like it might have just been misfortune for Katsu. That he got that far behind. Or he was trying to get ahead on fuel and took fuel only. So he was able to get out in front of the field. Because you can't really do a 4-tire pit stop with how fast these cars are here. But a fuel-only stop, you could probably stay on lead lap with that. But you would, of course, still have to pit. Still just find it absurdly funny that with just how good, or with just how everything worked out there, and Keystone was able to spin and just still earn a stage point. Maybe not as many as he would have otherwise earned, but he certainly earned a stage point. So that'll be something for him to look back on at the end of today as something he could gain from tonight's race. But right now, though, Kaysen able to lead the field through 1 and 2, through all the corners of this first lap off the restart. As we are going to have only 26 laps left in this stage, so this stage is going to go by pretty quick there as they go 4 wide there. Once again, man, 4 wide seems to be a common occurrence here in this one. Especially as you get faster cars stuck in behind slower cars going for this race. Here we go. Oh, whoa, there. Knotted up there, and actually the 8 of Sky Hot Wheels looking for that race lead, but he's got that 4 looking on the inside of him rather than going with him. And that's going to stall it out, make it 3 wide here. The 29, 8, and 4 for that second position. It looks like the 29 is going to win out. And he's going to be able to clear them all the way down to the bottom. Even lower than the 38. He's going to try and move that 38 out the way. Only 2 ways to get by him. Either he lets you by or you go through him. That's the only 2 ways you make a pass, really. So, right now, though, man, that 29 got loose. 29 got loose and is not able to really capitalize on that 38, though. I think he's been better than the 38 here in this set of corners. And it looks like they are... Yeah, the yellow flag has flown. I did not see what brought out the yellow, but the yellow flag is out for, I'm assuming, some spin. Oh, it looks like it might have been the 01 involved. Maybe the 70 as well, as he appears to have some new damage. But right now, Kaysen there in that 38 is still going to be your race leader. Now, of course, pit strategy can happen at any point. There we go. So actually, no, it doesn't look like the 01 was involved in that yellow, as he actually stayed out to gain that spot on the pit. No, he came into the pits. He's got a clean car. I am very much confused by what the 01 did then to gain that lead coming off the pit road. So right now, though, man, they are just stacking up here. Sorry about the little bit of lack of commentary. I was trying to send it to them so that anyone who's lagged out can watch it, or so they can share it around us under a yellow flag. As I know we don't have everybody here tonight, unfortunately, but hey, people have lives, it can happen. Sky Hot Wheels here, though, he's running third. Is that third? Yes, it does appear like, yep, he's running third. But D-Prev there in that, or not D-Prev, J-Prev in that number 9. Oh! And the 70 there, Akatsu goes spinning to the infield. Looks like the 98 has also had some sort of issue there. And it looks like, oh, they are dodging all over the place trying to avoid wrecks. Wow, and they are under the first manual caution of the evening here. I believe the 4th or 5th overall yellow. But it's the first one they've had to do manually. As oh, we see Average Joe goes spinning down the inside. Man, they are just, it does not seem like they have much of a plan right now. So here we go, as they are going to be coming down to the pit road. It looks like pit road is going to be a pretty popular place right now, as it looks like most everybody has decided that now is their chance to come and get those fresh tires. They are going to get piled into there. But here we go. It looks like wow, it looks like we might have some just gas and goers. And the race off of pit road is going to be won by Average Joe, actually. Average Joe wins the race off pit road from Lions. I don't even know who else was next, but I guess we'll see when we ride on board with them. Who's catching up? So it was JP Big Dogs, Lions, not Maverick, Keystone Guy, Kaysen, and then the number 8 of Sky Hot Wheels will round out your top 5. Okay, so here we go. Lap 11 in this stage. We're going to be restarting with probably only about 15 laps to go if I had to guess. I'm looking at the numbers. I think it's either going to be 15 or 16 laps remaining. But the green flag is back in the air, and they are racing 16 laps to go. Okay, I did have one of the numbers right. So 16 laps to go on the stage, and Average Joe going way down there. I'd be really nervous about going down that far. about that car spinning out, but it looks like he was able to stick it, but I don't know. You won't get lucky with that too many times in a row here. But here we go. Kaysen really... Okay, Kaysen seems to have a very fast car. He just had to... he just started in the rear, so he didn't really know that he had the fast car that he did. Oh! As, Keystone guy goes into the inside wall, and he is in trouble down there. Let's see. Man, that was definitely not great. I don't know what exactly caused that spin or slide, but yeah, he has lost all sense of draft. And at a track that is so aero sensitive, as I think even he said himself before the race, that aero means a ton here. He gets, absolutely slid through the grass like that. I don't know if anyone caused it or if that was self-inflicted by him being on the apron as they pile up. That was Outlawed Beast and a couple others around in the tri-oval here. We got Wild Redneck. Looks like he was involved. Novice Squid. Outlawed Beast, of course, in that bright red car. I think Katsu was involved. But yeah, so that's going to bring out the game caution once again. So we're going to get to see another restart here. And this is going to take more and more laps away that drivers will not be able to use to try and pass other cars. So the only person this really helps is going to be Keystone. And, oh, wait, never mind. That's going to really help Average Joe, I think that was there. Because it looks like Average Joe might have been about to go a lap down. Either that or he... Either that or he passed after the yellow flag came out. There we go, JP Big Dogs. He is out of the race. I believe that is to go run another Leagues Cup Series he's been trying to get into for a while. So, good luck to JP Big Dogs over in that Cup Series as he is going to be trying to get that checkered flag. While we still got plenty of guys here racing for this one. So right now, though, Kaysen able to actually get out to that top spot with two of the other guys that qualified top 3 here. So right now, these are some of the fastest cars we've got up here at the front of the field. I think the only one that was not a top qualifier was Kaysen, who didn't qualify. And even Sky Hot Wheels has dropped back, so I was about to say Sky Hot Wheels, but he's kind of fallen back to about his qualifying position. Bob Goes Heels qualified 4th and is running up here and is running 4th. 5th was Redneck, who has since dropped back, but he was just running 5th about a lap ago. So I mean, pretty much everybody's running in their qualified position, at least in the top 5. Minus Kaysen, who didn't get to qualify, and JP, who is already out of the race, who qualified 2nd. But other than that, the top 5 is almost unchanged. Looks like Sky might have found his way back up into 5th, but here we go. Right now, though, that 29 and 38 battling it pretty hard here, side by side for this race lead, and Bob Goes Heels has even made his way up to 3rd now. Well, side by side for 3rd with Sky Hot Wheels. But right now, we have got, man, that 38, he's fast off the high line, but Sky Hot Wheels decides to push that 29 as the 29 goes and gets a massive shove down the inside line and is able to clear the 38 of Kaysen there and able to now take over control of this race. Oh, as my controller just disconnected as I pulled off the plug to start. So here we go. We currently have. Looks like Kaysen actually dropped back quite a bit. I didn't see if he spun or not, but it does seem weird that he just dropped back quite a few spots. Katsu actually finding a good little wave of momentum here and has been able to get up into the top 3. Now he doesn't actually usually do well at the aero-dependent tracks, but he'll do really well at the road courses and some of the shorter tracks. That's where Katsu seems to excel at almost, so I guess showing that the driver's skill might be there, just not necessarily the speed with draft, like not necessarily understanding how to draft real well. But yeah, we are down though to only 5, we're coming to 5 laps to go in this stage. As all these guys are dicing it up trying to gain those points. Especially for someone like Kaysen who joined mid-season, he's going to be looking for every point he can get. Go. Oh, looks like Bob Goes Heels and Keystone both kind of slid down the track there. That's gonna hurt their potential finish spots a little bit. Of course, it looks like they will still finish okay inside the top 10. But here we go. What will Sky Hot Wheels do here, though? He's got one of the faster cars all night so far, from what we've seen running here in the... Oh, and we just saw someone else drop out the party. Don't know exactly who that was. Oh, did not mean to screenshot whatever that was, but... Yeah, looks like though the stage has ended, and the stage winner is gonna be Lions. Actually, the Lions was able to get the stage win. Sky Hot Wheels was able to hold off for second in the stage, so that was important. Not exactly sure what happened there with Okay, so Kaysen just managed to finish third in the stage. Fourth, J-Prep. Fifth, is Blitzkrieg. Sixth was Wild Redneck. Seventh, Novice Squid. Eighth, Average Joe. 10th, Katsu. Or not Katsu. Ninth is Keystone. Man, I cannot speak. And Bob Goes Heels rounds out your top 10. And here we go. Not much change on pit road. It looks like a couple of guys towards the middle to back. And it looks like, oh, that was Outlawed Beast who left. So Outlawed Beast is also out of the race. But yeah, right now though, definitely appears like okay, so you did come on over here. Okay, I wasn't sure if you were in the chat or not, because for some reason it didn't decide to actually update that for me. Thanks again, YouTube. But yeah, right now though, Kaysen's got that race lead after the restart. Looks like Lions starting to slide back a little bit, but he's showing that he's got a little bit of a longer run car. But right now, Katsu really kind of showing what he's got up here in the second position here, trying to draft up here to get all the way up to this 38 car. I don't know if Katsu's just learned to draft over the last few weeks or what. Hey Drew, how's it going? Here we go. Oh, contact between 38 of contact for the 38 up to the outside wall. There we go. Looks like Novice Squid actually gonna try and shove his nose in there, force Katsu up the track, and now Novice Squid up to second. Katsu might even lose third here to Redneck. Might lose fourth to Average Joe if he can't battle this one back. He's got to try and drive it in deep here on this higher lane and get back to the gas as soon as he can, because that's one of the benefits of the outside lane is more on throttle time. Like where the inside lane will have to lift, the outside lane won't have to lift as soon and can maybe get back to the throttle a little sooner to equal more on throttle time, which means usually a higher race speed when you're on the throttle more, when you're full throttle more of the lap. That typically means that you're going to have a quicker overall time or race pace. Oh, you already got tomorrow off from school. Nice. Yeah, would have loved to have had tomorrow off from, well, I don't have school, so I don't have to necessarily worry about that, but yeah, tomorrow I've got a couple videos I want to get working on. I might do I'm trying to think what my schedule is like tomorrow, because tomorrow I've got Fire Cup in the evening, but then I might try and squeak another stream in, but I don't know. I'm going to have to count it out because I don't want to upload too much to where it doesn't send a notification out for Fire Cup that evening. And I've already got Advent Calendar that's going to be coming out. Oh, and contact into the outside wall there for Average Joe. Sky Hot Wheels and the number 13 there of Keystone absolutely just demolished each other there into that inside wall. Ouch. That looked like it hurt. Yep, that one definitely looked like it hurt. And I cannot imagine that. Yep, there it is. The game yellow is out. And actually, the race leader is Katsu. So Katsu actually managed to get that race lead here. Let's get to it. Qualified. Actually, he was the slowest of everybody that qualified. So two guys that started on the back row are now driving 1-2 in the race. I find something very nice about that. As we are going to be coming to we are starting on lap 70. Let's see. Can the number 70 lead lap 70 and win basically a cool one-off moment of the race? Because it really won't matter too much in the grand scheme of things if he can't lead lap 70, as the goal is to lead lap 250, lead lap 125. But no, it looks like Katsu, unless he gets a massive run here, as he won't, because that the 9 of JPrev, and he will not be able to lead lap 70. I don't know if that was even in his mind of wanting to lead lap 70 in the number 70 car, but yeah. Also, I guess the note from earlier today in my Advent Calendar video also should work for streaming. If everybody who's watching this right now shares it with everybody they know, and then everybody basically who watches this shares it, the video becomes infinitely viral, correct? Oh, as Katsu hits the outside wall pretty hard there. My batteries are apparently still low, which means I'll plug back in, but man, that looks like a hard hit there for Katsu. Yeah, yeah, finals are hard, I mean, but hey, that's why they're giving you the days off to study with the whole time off and whatnot from the snow, so it'll at least give you time to study for them. Yeah, so right now, though, it looks like we got 3 guys who have retired from the race, which leaves us, I think, with only 10 cars in the race, but right now, Keystone Guy on the front row is going to be starting in the first position here as they are green flag and back down through the gears they go. Okay, so right now, though, Keystone Guy holding on to that top spot. No, the 4 car is going to put power around him here. It's going to be a drag race, but it looks like the Ford is going to have the upper hand in that drag race to the line. 4 car leads him at the line. Right now, that 29 or not 29, the 9 goes to the inside of the 13 and takes second away. Lines is still back in the pack quite a bit. So right now, though, Bob Goes Heels also looking to try and get by that number 13. I think the 13 did the bulk of his practice on the wheel, but then had oh, what's it called? And then, or he did most of the practice on his controller and then switched over to his wheel for the race, I believe. But yep, yellow flag though, back out once again. I think there might have been something a little bit more major down the back, but yeah. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of new damage on too many of the cars. Maybe the 29 Alliance and the 8 of Sky Hot Wheels got tangled up together. Okay. Here we go. Getting back up to speed here. As they are going back down through the gears they go. And the 98's going to lose out a bit of ground to the inside line, as pretty much everybody on that outside line has most of tonight. But Novice Squid absolutely rooting the 13 up out of the way in another off-access paints car. How many off-access paints cars are we going to have tonight? We've got 3, it looks like. Luckily, they're all significantly different from each other, but man, I kind of find it funny that the new sponsor's getting so much love to the game. Glad to see him in here, though. I mean, we gotta love that off-access paint for getting in on the video game side of things, even though I don't know if they actually sponsored a race car in one of the cars in real life. Probably an Xfinity car if they did. But yeah, I don't remember seeing an official off-access paints car though on the track last year. But they are 3 wide for this race leader already. Wow, 3 wide, and Lyons goes all the way down to the inside grass to try and hold off. But it looks like he might have bitten off more than he can chew as he gets a little loose. 38 spins in the back. 38 surrounding the back, and let's see. Oh, and looks like the 4 might have also had an issue there. Not really sure what was the cause there, but all these small issues, I don't know. It only takes a small issue or two for NASCAR Heat to throw that yellow flag. So just waiting to see if we're gonna get that yellow flag here, or if we're not gonna, if it's not gonna come. But it looks like they're still gonna run. So I think one more single car spin and that would have been a caution, because that would be 3 single car spins within a few laps. But I believe that timer has now cleared. Yeah, as we are going to be getting ready to trying to get this race in here. Reaching about the 1 hour mark in the race. And they have, it looks like they, are we in a fuel mileage game already? Just trying to see if it, I don't know if we're even close enough to the end of the race to start thinking about fuel mileage, though granted you probably should be thinking about it from the start of the race to the end of the race. But yeah, 42 laps to go. Okay, so we're in a situation where it's probably going to be a I think it's probably going to be a one stopper from here, or I don't know, you'd have to stretch those laps pretty far, but I think you could make it a one stopper here. I think that's what some of these guys might be thinking, especially the guys that wrecked already, might be thinking it's going to be a one-stop race, or I'm going to have to bank on a yellow. Which, to be honest, with a one-stop strategy, unless the yellow, you should be out in front for the majority of it on strategy. And that the caution doesn't come to help you out. You either have to make your second pit stop, which you otherwise would have had to make anyway if you didn't have enough even with saving. But yeah, right now though, Katsu, and is that J-Prev up here? Yeah, J-Prev. And then Average Joe running in behind. But yeah, right now though, we're just trying to, I think a lot of these guys trying to think about just trying to get to their next pit stop, rather than really worrying about, oh, am I gonna be, well, they're actually, a lot of them are pretty racy already anyway. Right now we got a battle here between those two teammates there. Average Joe in that number 3 Napa car, and then number 9 of A-Prev. And right now, though, J-Prev looking for that race lead here on that number 70. Oh, number 9 goes down to block that run from the 29. Right now, kind of in a weird spot for these two teammates, because they were just in a side-by-side battle. They were both in side-by-side battles right in behind each other, and just they were crisscrossed, so they couldn't really push each other. But it's like, do I hold up the guy? Like, I gotta take the, like, for J-Prev, I think you pretty much have to take the push to try and clear the 70 of Katsu. But for Average Joe, I don't know what you do there. I don't know if you drop back to try and kind of help push the 29 as well. Because if you push the 29 into the 9, then you're essentially pushing your teammate in the 9, or if you just don't, and then you're also not pushing the 70 who he was battling with. But here we go, 3 wide once again for that race lead. Here we go, and the 9 holds out and holds on to that race lead after the 3 wide. But yeah, right now though, everybody from there on back, it looks like Bob Goes Heels even trying to get in on the action as he gets all the way up into second place here in that Toyota Supra. Goes up the track to block Lions. Kind of leaving that inside, kind of open for an attack, but right now Katsu is nowhere near close enough to make that attack work. And then Bob goes down. Oh! That is major lag there from the number 4, or from the number 29, as he is lagging all over the place. And it's going to cause some trouble there in the middle of the top 5, it looks like. As I think we've actually got some guys on pit road. We might have had some guys on pit road as well when that happened. Yeah, the 4 is on pit road currently. I don't know what the leaders are going to do, but yep, there we go. The 29 Alliance. He will not finish this race, it looks like. Oh, no, wait, no, there he is. He might finish it. Just goes spinning down through the infield grass after teleporting. Gets tagged up into that outside wall. I don't know what Lions is going to do from here, but it looks like he's going to get going, but how far back is he going to fall, though, before he gets back going here? Well, that's some of the good things about the NASCAR heat physics not being absolutely perfect, is that you can drive head-on into a wall to help turn your car around. Might damage your car a bit more, but if you're under a yellow, or if you're under the manual yellow, you can turn your car around and you're going to have to repair the damage anyway. So you're probably not going to be anywhere near the front. But, yeah, here we go. Lions. Oh, no, he wasn't coming to pit road. I thought he might have. Oh, no, no, they're under the yellow flag. Okay. So they're under the yellow flag. Yep, so yellow flag's out here. As once again we have got the flag out. Let's see. I don't know what the fuel numbers for a full tank are, so I'm interested to see. I'm watching right now on board. But I'm curious to know what's going to happen here. Let's see. Okay, so they can make about 20 laps on, about 19 laps, I think, on fuel. And 34 to go. Yeah, that's going to be a bit far to try and stretch it. I thought maybe the tanks could go about 30, but no, if they can only go about 20, that's not going to be enough to try and even save to the end. But here we go. Looks like the 9 might have won the race off pit road. Yeah, that was the 9 that won the race off pit road. Bob Goes Heels in second. Third is Novice Squid. Fourth is going to be Katsu. So that's going to be 2 Toyota Supras on the outside lane. In the front 2 positions on the outside lane. So here we go. We're going to be getting bunched back up for this restart here. Going to be going to be 33 laps to go. It should be 30, actually going to be 32 at the line. Sorry, my bad. Yep, 32 at the line, but it looks like not everybody bunched up. Or what? Because they are still not going. Okay, I thought they were going to be going there on that one. Okay, so here we go. Should be, there we go, J-Prev on the front row with Bob Goes Heels on the outside. Okay, we don't have enough Supras in line to, but it looks like we might actually have a couple Mustangs there in line on the inside line. Everybody except for that 38 and the 9 on the inside line are Mustangs, so we could see a Mustang brigade try and form up here, but those two Supras on that top side could be dangerous. Green flag back in the air though. And there was no organization there, it looked like, on that restart, because I mean the 9 was already pretty much crowding the 51 out in the way on that restart. I don't know if that's going to be deemed a restart violation there, but he was certainly already crowding the 51 out the way, trying to get the 51 out of the side-by-side instantly. And it worked, as the 98 was able to get through as well. As I say, it didn't hurt the 51 too bad, but I mean, just losing that lead can be a big difference there. But yeah, it certainly looked like crowding out at least. I'm not going to bother with it too much because the penalty at this point doesn't really seem like it's that big a deal. Or it's not that big of a worth because the 51 is still right there in the fight. But if the 51 could have made a battle for that race lead, that would have been nice to see as well. Here as we go in. Man, they're going in, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get it. There we go. Okay, so 9 still the race leader. They're 2 wide behind him. Slightly not. Looks like 98 might be able to clear down. Okay, let's see. Novice Squid. Yeah, Novice Squid is able to clear. And he is now the sole guy in second place. He is not side by side with anyone. Bob Goes Heels is kind of in that same position, but on that inside lane for third. Gonna try and attack for second. But right now they're all following that number 9 here, and no one's really in any sort of position that they can just forget the forget the whole part about working it out. But here we go, that 9 and 98 battling it out. Once again, we're so close to we're closing in on the closing laps of this race. Still going to be one more pit stop, but I'm assuming for a lot of these guys, it's going to be right sides and fuel, or maybe even trying to gamble with the gas and go play. I don't expect a whole lot of 4-tire pit stops here on this final pit stop of the day as they come through the start-finish line here. And then 98 has a bit of help from the 51 there, and Bob Goes Heels. Really, he doesn't have a corporate teammate up here, so I don't see anyone else he would be able to push. Now he's side by side with his Supra companion out there. I don't think they're actually a team, but I think they are a pairing there. Right now, that 98 and number 9 battling it out. 98's going to clear him, but Is he going to put the block? He does get up there in front to block as they go 3 wide behind. Maybe even 4 wide as the 90 or the 29 goes for a loop, and he will be, for the foreseeable future, out of a chance to win this race because of that, and I'm sure he will not be happy about that. But you gotta say it every once in a while, but yeah, that's not a good situation. But it's not a situation in which they should throw the yellow flag, so as long as the game doesn't, I know they won't. As we are now just about getting into that fuel window time, to when you can start thinking about that fuel mileage. Oh, and the 9 makes contact, takes out the 70, also wrecks the 13 in the process, and wow. That is a lot of wrecked race cars over seemingly nothing. I don't know what happened there to spark that one, but yeah. Did not see what sparked that off, but boy, is someone not going to be happy about that. But yep, here we go. Now they're under the yellow flag. I expect everybody to be coming here for 4 tires and fuel. Everybody will get back on the lead lap, as the 38 actually lost a lap there in all the chaos. Now the question is, though, how many laps you got left to go here? As we have got 10 cars still going for that one trophy. Let's see, is it? Well, that's typical. Typical. We have got 21 laps to go, and the fuel tank can go about 20-ish laps. Can maybe go 20. So, yep, just about typical for a race like this. Now, that's assuming that it goes green. Now, if you get a yellow flag, if you get another yellow flag in here, the fuel mileage will be done, because they'll be able to make it to the end without even pitting. They'll just save under the yellow flag, and we'll be back to racing in no time flat. But if this race stays green, somehow, some way, somehow, which I already see there's a lot of twisting and tangling up here, as the 8's trying to find a spot in line. 98's falling back. But yeah, right now though, we've got J-Prev out front. That 51 cycled back to 3rd, but he's going to try and take 2nd back from that 4. Might even be looking for that race lead here if he can get a good enough run into 1, but it looks like he is going to back up the corner just a little bit. Now, a lot of these guys though, it's going to be a question of, do you save fuel or do you go and try and race up here with the front runners for the win? Because basically, I think if you think you've got a car that you think can drive up to the front and win, I think you drive it as hard as you can, and you risk the running out of fuel, because I think the majority of them are going to pit. Now, if you're someone, for example, maybe novice squid, or I don't want to sound like I'm being negative about any of these guys, but if you're someone who's kind of been towards the back, for example, let me see who qualified towards the back. We got, yeah, if you're someone like Keystone or Average Joe or Novice, guys who qualified toward the back and haven't necessarily been in the fight for it much of today, though actually Keystone guy has actually pulled his way all the way up into a pretty good spot already. Actually, no, wait, never mind. I got a different purple car mixed up with him. He's running 10th, but yeah. So it looks like Keystone, though, is actually playing might be playing that fuel-saving mode, because he's way off the pace of everybody else. Oh yeah, he is well off the pace. I mean, he is nowhere close. But right now, this pack here is so clumped up, and the 4 is actually leading some of his first laps of the day. The 70 is still trying to get up there. That 51 as well, another super to help him out up there. But yeah, right now though, Katsu kind of falling back through the field as well. As Bob goes heels actually though is the driver that was able to get up to the race lead here. Meanwhile, guys like Wild Redneck running all the way down there, or running all the way down there on the bottom, but only in the second position. A lot of these guys are probably going to be playing that, going for the win strategy, going for just running as fast as you possibly can. But they are really starting to catch that. I don't know how much longer you can really kind of pace it out. That 13, he is a significant amount. Yeah, he cannot play it safe too much longer. He is really close to that pack. Yeah, I think if you... I mean, he's basically hoping the pack slows each other up, at least. There you go. 3 wide, and that 4 car trying to hold onto that race lead, and actually blocks that 29, and oh, that, or not the 29, the 51, but the 29 goes way down there. He had to come up there into the 51 just to avoid wrecking, I think. Yeah, this track quite a lot like Auto Club. You can run that bottom, but boy, you got to be careful if you're running that bottom. Oh, and the 9 goes way out of line there, coming off of the corner. Yeah, right now though, that 4, he's gonna be your race leader and trying to hunt down that 13 to try and lap the first car he's gotten up near. But now it looks like the 13 has decided to turn on full, like the full drive mode. To just try and stay on the lead lap, because he's not really lost much ground here to the leaders. Like if you look off the hood here, you really can't see him, as he's that kind of far ahead of this group, but he is just around the corner. But he's been able to at least level himself out on speed with the rest of the field, because he won't be able to pull off kind of holding, just kind of running this pace for long. But right now we got the 4 and the 51 kind of battling it out for the front spot, as they've been both kind of just quietly in the top 10 most, or not top 10, top 5 most of the day. But yeah, right now though, that, man, they're really starting to come down here. Actually, we just took 11 laps to go, so we're going to be coming to 10 laps to go this time by. 10 laps to go. So, only 10 to go here. I'm just going to type that in the chat real quick, in case anyone is going to be watching at this point on the replay. Don't know why someone would, but, well, hopefully it's a good replayability, but, not necessarily. My YouTube analytics say otherwise about any kind of long stream like this, that the replays don't get nearly the watch time that the actual stream when it is going. yeah, some YouTube analytics don't necessarily tell me they get the most watch time while, like, they get most of their watch time while the stream's going on, which makes perfect sense. As opposed to in the replay mode, but yeah, and then I got a Phoenix broadcast tomorrow night, and yeah, right now we are still really close here on fuel, in the front of the pack is going to have to start taking this as a serious threat here, on whether they're gonna have this really level out to a good one. As you can already see, they're really starting to catch that 13 car, but I think he is saving everything and just banking everything on them having to pit here, which, to be honest, looks like that might have been his strategy from kind of the green flag at the when they went green with like 21 laps to go. But boy, is that gonna be cutting it awfully close for the rest of the field as well already. Let's at least see if he's got, as the 38 takes that race lead, let's see if he's even got, does he even have a shot at this? 8 laps to go. I don't know who's, I don't think there's a way that any of these front guys are going to be able to make it. So it's going to be really a question of, can the 13 make it? And has anyone else been saving enough? I don't know if maybe Kaysen saved enough kind of while he was mired back in the pack out. Because like sometimes when you're in the draft, you can save a little bit more without losing too much speed, but that 13, he immediately lost all sort of, well, didn't lose, but gave up all kinds of speed to try and instead, oh, as we got a couple takers coming down the pit road, as we got the 29 trying to pit, I think, but his pit stall isn't that early on pit road. Let's see, yep, okay, so the 29 did get locked into the pit road. So, I guess all good for him. Potentially a black flag. I don't know how fast he was going when he spun out of control on the pit road, but yeah, so that's 2 cars, though, that have had to come to pit road. And actually, 3 have already come to pit road. Let's see. As there are going to be 5 laps to go, and oh, here we go. Oh! Contact! Oh, that could be really bad for a lot of people here. But yeah, that was some heavy contact in the outside wall there. But yeah, right now though, I think the maybe Joe's been saving enough to where he can make it, but I think even that's a long shot at this point, considering I don't know when Joe started saving, but it certainly doesn't seem like he's been saving very long. If he's, and it seems like a lot of guys are gonna have I don't even know if Keystone's gonna be able to save. We don't necessarily know for sure even if Keystone's gonna be able to save enough. But right now, in terms of the guys up front, or from the guys that are supposedly up front, looks like the 51 got shuffled out. Don't know if he was trying to get shuffled out to try and make it easier for him to get to pit road. No, he doesn't come, so a lot of these guys gonna start running out of fuel here. No, you're gonna absolutely need to start, gaining here. But to be honest, this blue car here, I could definitely see an actual NASCAR Xfinity team using that paint scheme, or even a Cup team probably. I could see them using that kind of paint scheme. And to be honest, that's like the 2 different kinds of paint schemes you can make, or there's like 3 different kinds of paint schemes you can make. You can make a throwback, a scheme that looks like something that a Cup team an actual NASCAR team would use, or something that looks more like what a local late model racer would do. And then I guess the fourth option, but I don't know how many people intentionally do this, but trying to make just hideous looking paint schemes. Because I know some people out there go and absolutely just try and make the worst paint scheme they can for like pointless races, or like if they're gonna be running a elite race, it doesn't even matter because everybody's already locked into the playoffs. And there's no way anyone else can get their way in. But it looks like, oh, the yellow, oh, no, the yellow flag comes out. And that's going to absolutely end the fuel mileage game. So it's going to be down to who thinks they can hold off on old tires versus who thinks they need those fresh tires. I think the guys in the catbird seat here, though, are going to be guys like Jay Prev, Wild Redneck, Lions, who have already come to pit road. I don't know, even they seem to be deciding to come to pit road for fuel and tire, or well, for maybe fuel and definitely tires. Because that's the only reason they would pit right now, I can imagine. I mean, yeah, so everybody came. Okay, so everybody came to pit road. But let's see. Where is everybody going to stack up here? So Wild Redneck gonna lead Kaysen gonna lead the field with Kaysen here on the front row as we go, and the green flag back in the air. Let's see. Gets in behind that 4. Oh, the 8 goes way up the inside. Wow. That 8 of Sky Hot Wheels there in that Dale Earnhardt tribute car. Oh! Yeah, I think we have actually all 3 of those types of cars actually that I mentioned represented here. We've got the throwback, like this Dale Earnhardt throwback. We've got cars that look like they'd be something that a team would try in real life, like Katsu's. Then we got some that look like more like what a late model driver would do, where with someone like for example Lions, who has the neon pink number and then some of the other streaks on the side. But like the neon numbers is something I've only really seen in local racing. I haven't seen a whole lot, except for like the neon 24 or the neon 48. Which are iconic to those cars specifically. But I haven't seen like neon pink or neon green really, make much of a difference. And oh, big wreck. Looks like, oh, yep, Katsu piled up. Those 2 guys able to avoid it, but that was actually the end of the race. What? Who won it? Wow, I lost complete count of laps there. But yeah, that was the end of the race. I just saw the wreck happening and got chatting away. Man, so Sky Hot Wheels able to pick up his first career points paying win here in that number 8 car, as the rest of the top 10 kind of goes on through. But man, that was pretty cool. Wow. But man, congrats though, Sky Hot Wheels. He definitely earned it. Definitely long time coming, and good job to that number 8 team. And we'll see you guys all in 2 weeks time for the road course. I know I said that the road course were tonight, but yeah, so we got road courses for the National Series in 2 weeks time. We'll see you guys back here for that in 2 weeks time. Bye.